It has been a beautiful Friday across mid-Michigan. Take a look at some of the current temperatures that we have across the area this evening. Currently sitting in the mid to low 70s across most of the area. We're at 75 degrees in Lansing and Jackson, 73 for our current temperature over in Coldwater. A lot of dry weather and a lot of sunshine present across mid-Michigan this evening, and we're holding on to these dry conditions as we go throughout the overnight hours, allowing our temperatures yet again to cool down into the mid to low 50s. But there is even more sunshine and then wildfire smoke that we will have to deal with yet again tomorrow. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
There's a bit of miscommunication going on between the City of Lansing and housing advocates hoping to relocate people living in a homeless encampment. It's our top story at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. City of Lansing officials say they're now working with housing advocates and state officials on solutions for people living in a homeless encampment after the city filed a lawsuit against 2 business owners claiming they were allowing the camp to thrive on their property. But the city wants to be clear, it will not pause or end the lawsuit while that work is underway. That was surprising to hear from a few housing advocates claiming Mayor Shore agreed to a 3-month pause on the lawsuit targeting the encampment. They also say the mayor agreed to create a sanctioned encampment with support from the city and pledged to financially support the Tenant Resource Center. But when 6 News reached out to the mayor's office to confirm this information, the city's spokesperson says the lawsuit is not paused and that they'd like to go to court with temporary plans that the housing advocates and property owners can implement in order to improve conditions, while giving those advocates the next 3 months to help the residents move into long-term housing. Nevertheless, housing advocates say 3 months isn't enough time and the housing market isn't affordable for the homeless.
We have been working with folks at this encampment for at least 3 years for the the larger part of the encampment. We're still struggling with the same issues of trying to find the housing stock that's available. Some of these folks are not able to work, and so they need to have time to get on disability and other programs that would assist them with sustainable housing. And so 3 months is not realistic.
Coming up on 6 News at 6, you'll hear from state representatives and how they're planning to assist in finding housing for the people living in the homeless encampment. Hazy skies continue today across mid-Michigan, all due to wildfire smoke from Canada. Now, it's not as bad as yesterday, but meteorologist Kendall Wilson is here for you now to tell us when we could see our air completely free of wildfire smoke.
We are seeing some slight improvements with our air quality across mid-Michigan today, but our air quality alerts are actually still going to continue through the start of the weekend with another thick plume of smoke expected to impact us. This next plume of smoke is associated with the ongoing wildfires that we have over in Canada. As of right now, the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Center is reporting 673 active fires in the Canadian provinces. And we already have over 15.5 million acres of land burned thus far in 2025. Now, the reason why that plume of smoke is going to be returning all comes down to our wind direction. By the time we move into tomorrow afternoon, our winds will shift to coming north, allowing that thick plume of smoke to return down to the surface across mid-Michigan. That is the main reason why officials have left this air quality alerts in place across the entire state of Michigan through Saturday. However, I will mention they are noting the potential for this alert to be extended to include all day on Sunday. Now, I will mention I do not think that you are going to have to completely cancel any of your outdoor plans over the weekend. However, you should monitor the overall situation with that wildfire smoke and, more importantly, how you are feeling if you're spending any extended time outside. If you're noticing any symptoms like chest pains, dizziness, headaches, coughing, or irritation with your eyes or sinuses, that's a sign that it's probably the best idea to go inside and give yourself a little bit of a break.
Great advice. We appreciate that. We'll see you in a little bit. Well, in Jackson, there's a renewed effort to breathe new life into one of the city's most beloved sites. Lawmakers are asking the state to invest $3.5 million to restore the historic man-made Cascade Falls. State Representative Kathy Schmaltz and Jackson County Parks Director Kyle Lewis testified before the House Appropriations Subcommittee on Labor and Economic Opportunity on behalf of the landmark last week. Lewis points to the decline of the infrastructure of the site, and Schmaltz says the funding would help the Jackson County economy as well as provide a boost to bringing more tourists to the area.
It is Jackson. I think it's our most recognizable landmark, so we want to make sure it's around for generations to come. These improvements would do that. We could repair the concrete. We've got 92 Michigan winters have taken a toll on the concrete, and moving our pump house above ground and redoing the plumbing would really solidify us.
Lewis says that fundraising campaigns toward the restoration efforts is currently underway, and for more information on that, you can visit the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. NASA's SpaceX Crew 11, containing 4 astronauts, is finally heading to the International Space Station following yesterday's postponement. The SpaceX rocket blasted off from Florida's Kennedy Space Center shortly before noon today. Their first attempt yesterday was scrubbed because of thick pop-up cloud cover at the launch site. The crew is expected to arrive at the International Space Station early Saturday morning.
They really have 2 major objectives here. One is they're going to move in aboard the station and spend at least 6 months, maybe 8 months, we don't know yet, carrying out a full slate of scientific research, experimentation, station maintenance, and spacewalks. The second big objective is to let the crew that's there now come home.
Now, this is the second chance at a space mission for Crew 11 Commander Xena Cardman. The rookie astronaut lost her seat on a launch last summer to make room for Starliner astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams following their extended stay in space. Jazz Fest is continuing today, and 6 News Chief Meteorologist David Young joins us now live from the event to tell us if the weather will cooperate there and everywhere else. Good afternoon, David.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Things are looking fantastic. In fact, I just picked up my Jazz Fest t-shirt for the event tonight, but we're all decked out and ready to go. And boy, do we have some fantastic weather to talk about. I mean, low humidity, few puffy cumulus clouds, nothing that's going to cause any problems out there, however. Let's talk weather, though. I mean, over the weekend, the humidity is eventually going to creep back in, but at least for now, things are looking pretty good. And I don't anticipate any major problems out there. So look at some of the current conditions. The Ingham County Fair, of course, still taking place tomorrow as well. So we've got that going on in addition to Jazz Fest. If you're heading out to either one, it looks great. Temperatures should generally be in the 70s throughout with very low humidity. We might touch 80. That's about as warm as we're going to get. We still got, of course, the air quality alert. That's in effect until tomorrow night. Goes without saying with all the wildfire smoke. Sensitive groups still pretty susceptible to that. We've had a bit of an improvement here across mid-Michigan today with our color coding changing just a bit. The orange is kind of gone, but could come back at least briefly over the next 24 hours. As we check out the overall forecast over the next several days, it looks quiet. I don't see any major changes out there. Satellite radar really not showing a thing other than clear skies because high pressure is overhead and it's going nowhere. Our Skyview network, 75 degrees currently on the McLaren Camp. Wind gusts today at 21 miles per hour, so yeah, it was a little bit breezy. Current conditions in Grand Ledge, 78, getting closer to 80 degrees, but still not close. So it's feeling, to me, more like very late summer or very early fall. Delightful weather either way. Jackson Cam also in the mid-70s. Humidity right now standing at 43%. So we head further south into Hillsdale, wall-to-wall sunshine. Temperature 74. Our peak wind today only up to 17 miles per hour, so looking good. Precision cast over the next 24 hours. High pressure to our west will start to drift south and east, but it's not going to be an issue for us other than making it a little bit chilly tomorrow morning. By the afternoon hours, that high pressure system is still continuing to kind of make its trek through the Great Lakes region. Until it gets to our east, we're not going to warm up. That'll start to happen as we head into Sunday. By Sunday afternoon, we'll see that high east of the state, and we'll start to get the return flow on the backside of that, and that will really start to crank up the heat, especially by the middle of next week. Current temperatures are sitting in the low to the mid-70s. Dew points are in the 50s, so it feels absolutely fantastic outside, and tonight will as well. 52 degrees. I don't know about you, but 52, I might be shutting my windows tonight, but it still should be quite nice. Heading into tomorrow, temperatures will warm up quickly, just not all that much. We should be in the lower 70s by noon, and temperatures by 5 o'clock climbing to perhaps near 80 degrees or upper 70s. Either way, it's going to feel fantastic. The 6-day forecast, we'll see temperatures as we head into the weekend start to warm up. By Monday and Tuesday, we're looking at mid-80s. Some showers and storms in the forecast for Wednesday. That's when you'll start to feel some humidity increasing. Notice as we head towards the end of next week, we'll have temperatures upper 80s, close to 90 with some humidity and the chance for a few showers and thunderstorms, it looks like, as we head into next Sunday. So overall, we are looking good here for Jazz Fest. I think things are going to get going here fairly soon. Until around 10 o'clock, 10:30 tonight is the Afterglow party at Urban Beat. Tomorrow things kick off around 1, go until the last band takes the stage at 9, and then again Afterglow at Urban Beat at around 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So from Jazz Fest, no matter where you're going, Ingham County Fair, all across mid-Michigan, things are looking good.
And you're looking good too, David. We appreciate that. Well, coming up, new tariff rates are set to be imposed on nearly 70 U.S. trading partners. And that didn't sit well on Wall Street today. We'll get you updated. So stay right there. 6 News at 5.